Hello everyone, welcome to my spooky Sims 4 video. Yes, it is me and the sister, and this time I'm doing a speed build, and it is a little house in the woods. And actually it is a witch house because I've made a sim and I moved it into this amazing creepy little house on the hill, actually in the middle of the woods. I kind of wanted to leave the impression or the idea that the house is in the woods. No, it's in the Windenburg, in Windenburg, the world that came with Get Together, and it's actually in the same neighborhood with the Von I forgot somehow estate, the haunted place, and it's near that. And actually the environment and the surroundings were pretty much perfect for this build, because if you watch and if you take a further look, you can actually see the same trees in the background and the same stones and stuff I've used, so pretty much blends in actually. So why not? I'm so excited for you to see. Of course, you can skip all the way through the entire video if you don't want to watch me build, and go straight to the amazing tour video, and it has creepy music and such. And I strongly hope that it gives a spooky vibe, even though in my country, which is actually, I don't know if I said my country so far. I think I did in one of my videos in the past, and I guess I said it in the apartment building in the island of Windenburg. I don't know. I can say Windenburg is my favorite town because I build in Windenburg like every time. And right now I've learned my lesson, and I'm trying to speak louder and louder, and to hold the microphone near to my mouth so everyone can hear me, and not only myself. If I remember to turn up my volume. So yes. Okay, so what I was talking about, actually, I think I deviated from the subject. Oh yeah, we don't have Halloween in my country, which is an Eastern European country, and we actually have a lot of other spooky stuff, because man, we just love the spooky things and the supernatural and everything that leads to witchcraft, to, I don't know, vampires, because yes, my country is the origin of Dracula. So if you know which is the origin of Dracula, you can actually guess my country. Yay. Okay, whole country is filled with this kind of stories, and especially in the countryside. The countrysides are filled with tradition, spooky stories, and actually, I think at the beginning they were meant to scare the little kids, not to go outside like in the nighttime, because God knows what can happen. Because in the past, in the winter time, when the lake's frozen, the wolves came into the village, descended from the woods, entered the village to find proper food like a sheep or something. And these stories discourage kids to go outside, especially in the nighttime. And these stories include a lot of things. And actually, we don't have Halloween, but we have another tradition at the end of not October as the Halloween it is, but in the end of November. And it's actually about Saint Andrew, I guess. It's around St. Andrew's holiday, and in fact it is about spooky stuff like, I don't know, spirits, ghosts, or I pretty much don't know. I don't know much about it because I grew up in the city. So in the city we don't have much. We don't have many superstitions, but I cannot say I grew up thinking that if a black cat crosses my path, it brings me bad luck, and I had to take 3 steps backwards and spit over my shoulder 3 times, and bam, we're good. Because, man, Spit really knows how to throw away some bad luck. Now I love black cats. I think they are no bad luck attached to them. But let's see. Something about this build. I think right now, even though due to social media and globalization, my country adopted some Halloween traditions, and now that there are a lot of multinational companies in the especially in the town I am, but in major towns of my country there are a lot of multinational companies, so they brought a lot of outside traditions. I don't know, but they brought a lot of tradition, and we actually at work, maybe we have like a Halloween party, but I don't know, we have Halloween decorations from last year, and they are still up on the wall. And we have witch hats everywhere. Yeah, we never hide them in the closet or something. They're still there. Maybe the Christmas decorations. No, the Christmas decorations are down a long time ago, but the Halloween decorations stood there. Proud. Anyway, about this build. So I'm building this tiny house. It's 1 bedroom, tiny kitchen, tiny living space, and 1 bathroom, cramped bathroom in 1 corner. So in here lives a old woman which dresses pretty much Victorian or something, old, all black. She loves black. And this house, actually, when you'll see me furnish it, it will give you the sensation that smells like mold. I don't know why, but when I watch the screenshots or the video tour for myself, it gives me this illusion that it smells like mold and water that stood there for a century or something. I don't know what it is, but man, it's creepy. If I were a sim and I've lost a bet and I had to take a trip in this creepy woods, I wouldn't. I don't know. I've lost a bet. I don't care. Maybe no. No, especially in the nighttime with the full moon. And in The Sims, it is always a full moon. Always. And it's actually pretty cool, actually. I said actually too many times now. Okay. So, thanks to the Vampires game pack, we have a lot of spooky things to use. And I actually used some of the furniture that came with the spooky stuff pack. And I know it's silly. Spooky stuff pack, it's silly. It's not supposed to be spooky. It's supposed to have like spooky party where nothing is spooky, but you want to give the idea and the illusion there's something is spooky, but it's not. It's just a stupid party. So the Vampires game pack came, and man, they have a lot of spooky things, if I can say this, like dead trees, spider webs on the wall that look realistic, not that ones for the spooky stuff pack, the realistic ones. And what else? Those cracks on the walls. There were everything. Who did that? It's a genius. I cannot say who no, not a genius who did that. It's a genius who thought of that to introduce that in the game. It's a genius. I can say that because it gives the game, I don't know, it opens to so many opportunities. The build game, I mean, and the gameplay, I know, right? So I'm scaling up lots of plants from Outdoor Retreat. So the main packs are Outdoor Retreat stuff pack, game pack, Vampires game pack, spooky stuff, and what else? I'm thinking of, no, vampires pretty much. This is pretty much a vampire game pack build and Outdoor Retreat, because for the woods I've used a lot of trees and shrubs, and this grass, I think it's base game, and I oversized it to look like absolutely no one mowed the grass like in years, and it's overgrown, and because we don't have season in this game, the grass is not going to turn yellow, because I wanted to download the fall mod, but I'm a little bit skeptical about mods or CC contents since I have crashed my game once and I couldn't play for a week and got me frustrated, and I thought I was never gonna play again on my computer. This is what I thought, but yeah, managed to get through and get the stupid CC content and was crashing my game. Oh my god, I just don't want to talk about it. It was a stupid crown for my medieval gameplay, not gameplay, whatever. So right here I want to give this river a realistic vibe by placing those rocks, and you're not going to see me placing all the rocks because it's pretty boring and redundant. So I've showed you that small portion, and from now on you'll know that I've used that technique to fill the river. No, anyway, right now I will be just working on the woods, or on the first level, I guess. Yes, the first level, and this is actually my favorite part of the whole build. And I wanted to use lots of magical things, and I think the first one is this magic beans that will turn you into a plant sim. I don't know if this still works to get your sims into plant sims, but I don't know, I've used it because, this is a magic thing. And I will use the wishing well that came with romantic garden stuff, and this one, and I've placed, of course, in the woods. I cannot help myself but to place a bush that came with, that bush where you can pee or have woohoo time, because I thought about a gameplay where, I don't know, a bunch of teenagers wanted to be adventurous and go into the woods, and I don't know, you have to have a bush like that in the woods because gonna have to pee, or who knows. Okay, and this is actually the place with the magic beans. This is actually the cemetery. And how can you have a spooky build in The Sims 4 without a cemetery? And I have to have some spooky statues, because and I don't know if I used the llama. Maybe it was not spooky enough, but it had the wings. Anyway, I placed a bunch of, are they called? Tombstones. Tombstones. Yeah. Came with that. We had some tombstones from the base game, but I actually used the ones that came with the Vampires game pack, and they are super cool. Super cool tombstones, and they look realistic, and like years went by, and I placed right here another statue to discourage visitors to cross the bridge, and what else, and another tombstone downstairs, maybe for those who dared to cross the bridge without the consent or of the witch. Right here I'm doing the downstairs part, and the forest. This is the forest actually, and you're going to have some pathways in the forest, so you kind of can get lost or explore the woods and go to the river and you didn't arrive to the bridge or found the bridge, but I don't know. I wanted to give the idea that you can somehow get lost on the woods, and this wood thing, it's a bit tricky because I want it to be extremely thick, like no sunrise could pass through, but I couldn't get this illusion, but it's actually pretty thick, and it has lots of trees, small trees, big trees, and I filled it with lots of bushes and shrubs and stuff that came with Vampires game pack, those dead roses that give the illusion that no one watered them, and when it rains, no water reached to them for a long time. It's like in Rapunzel. The Rapunzel's tower was surrounded by kind of the same dead roses, and only the spikes were left from the roses. And I've played with lots of Outdoor Retreat and Vampires game pack greenery to give the illusion that it is a wood, a forest right here, and this tree, it's actually unique. I don't know, maybe it has some symbolic power or some powers for the witch, I don't know, because that tree in the corner, you saw it, the big almost dead one, maybe it's the tree that gives the witch life. I don't know. I just want to imagine things. So over here placed a lot of this oversized grass, and those branches or something, that branches that came with Vampires game pack, everything came with the Vampires game pack and Outdoor Retreat in here, so I'm not going to say it again. What else? Yes, this one, I think base game finally, and these shrubs, how is it called? I don't know, but this is the perfect plant to go near the water. Yes, and lots of saving, because I was so afraid that my game is going to crash, so I save it like crazy. But yes, this time my game did not crash once. I don't know, it was a time due to an update that the game crashed like crazy. You can I don't know, have a step great, and the game crashed and now it's good. It seems to be good. So I oversized these dead roses and they looked cool. I love the way they looked, and those plants for Vampire game pack that were almost dead, near these ones, they are almost alive, so it's kind of why are those dead and those are not, and they're actually next to each other. So never will know. No one will know. Never. Okay, what's next? Saving is next. So now I'm doing the wishing well, and I have to admit the fact that I am running out of voice soon, and we didn't even get to the house. We'll get to the house. No time now. So I'm placing 2 fairy statues that will kind of guard this. And now I realize I should have placed a white one and a black one to symbolize good and bad somehow, dark and evil, to show you that you can wish for something and get, I don't know, be careful what you wish for. Kind of, I want to symbolize that, but I forgot to place that dark colored one. Then I say, yes, a bright colored one and a dark colored one. Right here, and finally, we are furnishing the beautiful tiny house, and it's going to have a small kitchen. And I'm using this green color, and I've never used it before, I guess. And even those counters, I don't think I've used them before. And that stove fitted perfectly in this build. And I don't know why, but this green looks beautiful in this house. Not beautiful, but I think goes right. I placed that outdoor retreat sink in there, and I believe that it's made from, I don't know, the white trees outside. I don't know why. And I have that not tiny, but that accent table with flowers. I think, that woman, it's alone, and she's a woman after all. She loves beautiful things. I don't say men don't, but especially women loves beautiful things and flowers. She's not so evil. I don't think she is. But who knows? And I've placed a lot of clutter items that are spooky. Spooky clutter items, but they are not spooky by themselves, but maybe together they're extra spooky. And that doll, and I will place some urns and actually a skeleton. And this thing over here, it's a storage thing. It has a skull in it. Pretty cool, right? So the skeleton, you've seen the skeleton, and some more clutter items on the floor. And those books, they're so cool. Those books, perfect for this build, actually. And this is like the corner where she makes some spells and some witchcraft. And that doll from the Mexican holiday, and it's Katrina. It's called Katrina or something. I forgot. Right here the spider webs, and my voice is letting me down soon. I think I will have 5 more minutes or something of me talking, and now this is cracks on the wall time. Okay, the tiny bathroom, and it's going to have the spooky toilet that came with vampire game pack, and the shower from the other retreat in the same color as the sink. And this is the spooky stuff pack, actually, couches from the spooky stuff pack. And it is, I can say, the first time in my life when I've chosen a couch and bam, this is it. First try, baby, first try. Nice. Okay, so it's going to have a lot of bookcases. This is one in here, and she's going to have 2 more upstairs bookcases, and that bookcase looks gorgeous. Like it has some spell books in there. Pretty spooky. Yes. And she's not going to have any technology in this house, like TV or radio or computer. No, I don't think she will need that, because she will read every day and have maybe some gardening time in the cemetery. She'll grow some herbs because she's going to need them. I don't know, for the spells. And I love how those branches came all the way into the house. It gives like the illusion that the house is so old that the branches grew right through it. I love that. Love it. This is the little study nook, and right now we're going to... Oh, come on, study nook. Candles everywhere, some more cracks, and some more spider webs in the window because it looks cool, right? Hidden in the windows. And this is the bedroom, woman's bedroom. With she's not going to have a wardrobe. I thought she's not going to need it. I don't know why. She will never change her clothes. And more spider webs, I think, in the bedroom, and some cracks and the rug. And it's pretty much done. Thank you for watching. Please say if you like it or not. And see you next time. Thank you for subscribing. Bye.